we did a record-breaking performance in Birmingham, and one of the events that gave Nigeria gold was Discus. Chioma Onyekwere didn't just win gold. At that time, she threw an African record. Chioma told me at the Commonwealth Games that she's not stopping. She says she will keep that performance going. Just about 2 weeks ago, at the Oklahoma Throw Series in Ramona, Oklahoma, she threw 69.64.96 meters to smash her own African record. Let's go to the United States of America. Chioma Onyekwere joins us live on the program. Good evening, champ. Welcome to Sports Tonight.
Oh, sorry. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to have you on the show. What's going on?
Not much. Getting ready to prepare for a competition coming up this weekend.
Awesome. You told me at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, after winning gold, you said you're not stopping. And you didn't stop. Congratulations on your performance in Oklahoma. Tell us, how did you record that record-breaking performance?
Yeah, so I knew that this season I was coming in really focused, especially being just 1 year away from the Olympics. I really wanted to get after like all my goals and make sure that I qualified early and able to set a good spot for me early on in the competitions to get into these higher level elite meets. So breaking the area record, breaking the African record for discus has been one of my long time goals that I've had for my career. I'm excited that I could break it so early in my career and also early in this season. So I'm hoping to produce and increase my mark more and more as the season progresses, especially in World's Championships this year, which is going to be in Budapest in August.
I know breaking a record is a lot of work for you athletes, particularly when you're breaking your own record. Were you under any form of pressure in Oklahoma?
I wasn't under a lot of pressure. I just knew that my practices were going really well. I was progressing quite a bit in my distances from the previous year. I could throw easy 60-meter throws in practice, so I knew that I'd be close to throwing a very big throw, if anything close to like my 63-meter PR. So practicing going really well. I'm still in tip-top shape. I've been lifting more. My bench has increased. My squats have increased. My cleans and snatches have increased in weight. I've hit those maxes. So I knew that when it came time to train, I would be able to progress even more. So I was just so ecstatic and so shocked when I hit the 64.96 because that was about a meter and 1.66 meters increase from my previous personal best. So I was just super ecstatic to keep progressing so early.
That's right, because at the Commonwealth Games, you threw 61.90. And when I saw you hitting the 64 meters mark, I said, she means business. My colleague here is in Lagos, so he will be speaking to you, and then we'll continue the conversation.
Okay.
All right, Champ, it's nice having you join us, Yemi in Lagos. Two quick ones before I let you get back to Austin. I know you do shot put and discus, but these days it's discus that you've been doing a lot. So I'm interested in asking, do you have any favorite? Which one do you like most among the two? And let me allow you to answer that first. Which one do you like most?
Yeah, so I would say for between discus and shot put, I did discus and shot put together in high school and college. I did shot put in 2016 when I started my career as a professional athlete back in South Africa at the African Senior Championships. And then I did shot put for one more year in 2017. And then since then, it's just been only discus. So I've been doing discus since 2018 throughout, and it's worked out well. So focusing on just that one event has helped me progress. Shortly after just focusing on just discus, I was able to win my first African Senior Championships in discus. And then following that, I was able to qualify for World Athletic Championships the year after in 2019. And then obviously we didn't have competition in 2021, but was also able to qualify for the Olympics 2021 and obviously win Commonwealth Gold 2022 last year.
Let me throw this one in. As my colleague would have told you, we like inspiring the young ones. And when we see people like you doing well, blazing the trail in your sport, a few things come to mind. What do you think is required for a young person listening to you who wants to do discus, shot put, and some of those related events? What do you think is needed? Because there are a lot of information out there that when the real sports people come, they correct some of the wrong notions we have. Like, for instance, I would have said, I mean, probably you have to be plus size. Is that really true? To do discus in short, you have to be plus size. Is it really true?
I would say that's true. You see a lot of women from different various sizes. There's Val Allman, who's very petite in her size in comparison. And then you have athletes like Loggy, and she's much bigger, I guess more plus size in her throws. So you don't really need to be a specific size. You have to do what's best for you. If you look at Maggie Ewan or Fanny Roos from the Netherlands for shot put, they're very small in size, but they're still able to throw far. Chase Ely from the U.S., she was able to throw 20 meters, and she's more of a plus size for the U.S. for shot put. So you don't have to be a specific size. What you do need to have is the strength, and you need to have the technique. Those are the two major things. You have strength and technique, and then you have to be able to willing to learn as you go in the sport, and you have to have tough mental strength, because when the competition comes up and someone beats your mark, you want to be able to progress even farther than them. So you have to just have mental toughness, strength, and do what works for you. I personally, for me, I'm more of a speed thrower, so my physique works well for me to use my strength and my speed to get the farthest throw possible. Someone else might be very technical focused and may not have as much speed and might just have really good technique, and that's why they get their distance. So it really just works based on what works for you. Each thrower throws differently. No one really throws the same. There might be some similar aspects, but everyone throws differently. So there's no one certain size for each event.
All right, let me just allow my colleague take it from here. I have some other questions, but for now, at least let me allow my colleague take it from here.
Chioma, you talked about mental toughness, and these days when we talk about mental health is a thing in sports. You know, God bless us soul. We're monitoring boy. How important is mental health to sporting personalities just like you?
Yeah, I'd say mental health is really important because when you come into the sport, you're obviously people are going to be paying attention to your stats. People are going to be paying attention to the competition. It might be a fan favorite for some people. Might have someone else who is not a fan favorite for you and may not want you to win versus one of their favorite athletes. So especially when you're in the front of the media quite a bit, people tend to get to know a lot more about you when you're doing a bunch of interviews. So I'd say kind of being able to protect yourself mentally, as well as being able to still be laser focused in the competition status. So it's like good to be conversational, good to be enjoy what you do, but also still being able to be mentally tough and knowing how to understand how to progress forward. Because sometimes you have competition where you don't throw as far as you want or compete the way you want. You have to be able to take that in, process it, and then go back in the competition and do it again. And for some athletes, it may be very tough when you're having continuous competitions where you're not progressing the way you want. So you have to just really take time for yourself, go back to the drawing board, take time for yourself, figure out what's wrong, what you need to do, what works for you, and make sure you're protecting your mental health while still being able to mentally push forward, because it is a tough sport where you have to be really tough and believe that you're the best to get out there and compete to the most high elite level.
I totally agree. You're getting ready for Brazil. If you throw 64 in Oklahoma, will you give us more than that in Brazil?
We will see. I've been looking really good at practice. My practice throws have been really going well. Been doing a little different technical changes with my reverse so I can push out a little bit more for my throw. So I'd be ecstatic if I could throw more. I could be excited if I could increase that record even further than what it already is. It'd be nice to hit 65. 64.96. I'm so close to 65 meters. So I would love to throw even farther and extend that record even further, because the previous record holder for the area record was, I can't remember the athlete's name, but it was a South African athlete. I would like to kind of hold that status and put it as far as top for Nigeria as possible. No one else can get it, so I can have it for 20, 30 years. That would be nice. That would be a great accomplishment for me. And a great accomplishment for Nigeria in general. So I really want to hit 65 meters. I'm so close. 0.04 is not that far away. So if not in Brazil, I will definitely be pushing for that at the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
You know what? Just wishing you all the best as you compete in Brazil. Thank you so much, Chioma Onyekwere. Always a delight to speak with you. Best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.